Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Abby Ritchie. I'm the founder of Senior Savvy, and you can find me here every week teaching you the basics on how to use your computer and your devices so you feel confident and comfortable to connect with family and friends. Today, I've got a great workshop planned just for you, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. And while I do that, I want to ask you a couple questions, as well as introduce myself. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome, 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 welcome. I am so proud of you for joining me today. I know sometimes just trying to learn something new could be a bear. And so I really admire and appreciate the fact that you're here today learning something new, especially about technology. A lot of people dislike technology, how it's taken over our lives, especially email. And my goal at Senior Savvy is to teach you the tech skills you need to excel in today's world. I'm not going to get techie. I'm going to keep it simple. KISS, keep it simple senior. Today, we're going to talk all about email, what you need to know. And I've got some training tips for you. I'm excited to share because you know what? Our email isn't going away. In fact, it just keeps building and building and building. And I find from working with you one-on-one that it's a big struggle for a lot of people, which is why today's class is going to cover some better basics, how to search in your email, deleting and trashing, unsubscribing, what I call potty training your inbox, and some do's and don'ts. So first off, let's hop right into it, shall we? We're going to first talk about reply or reply all. I don't know about you, but when I'm on an email chain of reply all, it is very annoying. So the next time you're considering either reply or reply all, I want you to ask yourself these questions. Will someone else have the same question as I do if I reply all? Will others be confused if I don't reply? So if you're a committee chair, and you don't respond and you don't reply, people might be confused, especially if you were asked a question in the email. And then also consider, does 50% of my group need to know this answer? If they don't, you don't need to do a reply all. Next, I want to talk about searching because I think this is a game changer. It's going to help many of you navigate and find things in your email faster. Now, in every email server, whether it's Hotmail, Gmail, Yahoo, or AOL, which I could talk about the problems with AOL for hours. I'm not going to go there right now. Try to calm myself down. Okay, in every email inbox, there's a search bar. I want your eye to find it because I want you to start searching for what you're looking for. Instead of scrolling, I want you to search. This is how you find things in email fast. You go up to the search bar. You can search by date. If you know somebody emailed you in March, you can put March 2023. Or if you want to find all the emails 2021 to 2022, you could search by date. You can also search by keyword. So if you know your daughter emailed you about the flowers, but you don't know if it came from her or not, or whatever, but you know that the flowers that you're supposed to bring to the party that was mentioned, I want you to type in flowers. And then every email with any reference to the word flowers is going to populate as part of your search results. You can also search by sender. So if you know that Jan wrote to you, but you can't find it, but you know it's Jan, you don't remember what it was titled, but you know it was Jan, you can type in Jan's name, hit return, and then every reference with the word Jan in it in your email will come up in your search results. It's brilliant. I want you to start using it as soon as possible. Now, I want to talk about deleting, and I'm going to teach you some options around deleting emails. The first one is you can delete whole batches of things at one time if you want to. There are times where I need to sort through my inbox and I might delete a whole year of email at once just to get rid of it. So maybe I'll type in everything before 2019. If you know you want to delete every email from Macy's, for instance, you can type in Macy's and then every email is going to populate down below from Macy's and you can delete them all at once. Now, people will ask me occasionally, what's the difference between delete and trash? And sometimes we use these words interchangeably, but I want to tell you that deleted emails are stored in your trash. That's right. Deleted emails are stored in your trash. And pretty much every email server empties your trash for you every 30 days. So you don't have to worry about that taking up any storage. It's going to happen automatically. And any email you delete will be put and stored in your trash. Now let's talk about something that is rather controversial, and that is spam and junk. So here's the difference between those two. And there are some email servers use them interchangeably. So spam email, these are messages you did not opt in. You didn't ask for it. Somehow your name got put on their list. Junk is a result of opt-in messages at some point. Maybe you were filling out a form online. You said, okay, you can notify me about sales and promotions. That is then considered junk. Now, a lot of times what my clients will say to me is, I delete this every day and it comes back the next day, or it's always coming back. I'm always getting more. Well, a lot of times, if you're on someone's mailing list, you're on multiple lists with them. For instance, if we look at Pottery Barn, maybe 1, 2, 3 times you shopped on potterybarn.com. You ordered something. From that point on, they put you on every single list that they have. The Mother's Day list, the graduation list, the Father's Day list, the 4th of July list, the Labor Day list. And so if you want to remove yourself, you're gonna have to be very consistent, and just putting it in the trash will never teach your inbox what it needs to know for it to stop coming into your inbox. And for that reason, I'm going to teach you my method of potty training your inbox. Now, this is a 3-prong approach. And the reason it's 3-prong is because you can't do it just once. You can't do it just twice. You need to do it 3 times in order for your inbox to get the message that you no longer want to receive this email. It's a 3-prong approach. It's much more secure than just a 2-prong extension plug, right? It could fall out of the wall, but with a 3-prong, it's secure, it's solid. And so you got to do this and be thorough each and every time so you can teach your inbox that you no longer want to receive this email. Now, this 3-prong approach is not something I made up myself. Just want to let you know that it's in a lot of training modules. There's a 3-prong approach that PetSmart has for potty training your puppy. There's also a 3-prong approach to cybersecurity, and there should be. There's a 3-prong approach to the early detection of breast cancer. Just one way, not enough, right? There's a 3-prong approach to writing a thesis statement. And there's my 3-prong approach to potty training your inbox. And here it is. The first step is that you're going to need to select the offensive email. You just don't want it anymore. We're not talking about someone's feelings, okay? We're just talking about you not receiving this email anymore. You're done. You just don't want it anymore. Number 1, you got to select it. Number 2, you need to unsubscribe. Now, there are some email lists that allow you to unsubscribe easily, and hey, go for it. But if there isn't, and they keep asking you for questions and they want you to stay and you keep getting more, you're going to take it to the next level. And you're going to click on the report spam and unsubscribe. Okay. So that little stop sign that's up there, it's right next to your trash can. I don't want you to touch the trash can. I want you to teach your inbox that you no longer want to receive this email anymore. Got it? Just throwing it away means it's going to come back tomorrow. And that's not what we're doing here. We're getting it out of your inbox. So I want you to click where it says number 2 and then number 3. You might be asked if you can report this as spam and unsubscribe. And I say, yes, go for it. Okay. Let's look at it in a Yahoo inbox. In Yahoo, you're going to number 1, select. Number 2, you're going to tap the spam over there. In Yahoo, they call it spam. And number 3, You're going to have to repeat this process again the next day. All right. Don't give up just once. Don't give up twice, but you're going to have to do it a couple times over because it's potty training. Remember, you're still on all of these different promotional email lists. So don't give up on yourself and just delete it. You're going to have to continue to report spam and unsubscribe. Now, I want to talk about do's and don'ts. And if you are a big online shopper, as many of us became during COVID, I want to encourage you to use a separate shopping email. You can do that. This way, all the shopping promotional emails will show up in a different inbox. Number 2, there's a thing called Hide My Email in Apple. It came out a couple of years ago. You can hide your email. This way, if you're on a website and they ask you to enter your email address, you can put your email address, but it will encrypt it and make it look like it's something else. And a lot of people love this option. And number 3, when you're doing some big organization, maybe you're deleting years worth of email, maybe you're getting off a mailing list, I always recommend the bigger the screen, the better, because you're going to be able to organize things better this way. And again, please don't just send it to trash. It's going to come back the next day. So you have to be very clear that you no longer want to receive this email by selecting report spam and unsubscribe. Now, I've got some do's and don'ts when it comes to suspicious emails. And what I found is that they're pretty similar from email to email. So I want to teach you what I have learned. So there are telltale signs of phishing emails. Telltale signs. I see it all the time. My students forward me their emails and they ask me, is this legit or not? What should I do with this? And the first thing I do is I look to see who it is from, because sometimes on site, it looks like it's from apple.com, American Express, or looks like it's from your bank. But I want you to hover your mouse over that email address who it says it's from and see, is it really from them? And most often you'll see it's just a public email address, like a Gmail account. Number 2, look for typos. There will always be a typo in a phishing email because the phishers are typing these quickly. Sometimes English is not their first language. There will always be a typo. So if you think you see it, stop, read clearly. If you see a typo, you know why? Because companies do not send out emails with typos in them. They don't. It's very, 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 very rare. And number 3, there will always be a heightened sense of urgency. You've got to click here within the next 24 hours, or you're going to lose all of your email, or you're going to miss out, or we're going to delete your account entirely. Okay, let's look at another example. Now, this one says it's from Apple. All right, at first glance, it might be from Apple, but when I hover my mouse over who it's from, it's not from Apple. It's just from some random domain name company. Number 2, I look for typos and I can tell FaceTime is spelled wrong. The T in FaceTime is capitalized, okay? And number 3, I'm looking for a heightened sense of urgency that this website will only be available for the next 72 hours or else. Another example, this one says it's from your bank. Number 1, hover your mouse over who is it from. In this case, it's from Gmail, which is not your bank account. Number 2, there will be typos. I want you to look for them. And then number 3, a heightened sense of urgency. You got to click here, update your records. And those links to click on are typically depositing malware on your computer. Oh my gosh, I could get going on that all day long. It makes me so angry. If you have any questions, I definitely want you to reach out to me. Some questions that people say is, do I have to get rid of my AOL account? And I would say, you should. If you don't want to, you can import all of your AOL to a Gmail account and then check it in Gmail instead. This way you're not on AOL, because all the hackers know that only people using AOL are over the age of 80. That's right, 80. They all know you're over the age of 80. And for that reason, they know you're vulnerable to scams. Will you lose all of your contacts if you switch from AOL to Gmail? No, You won't. You can import them all. It's a beautiful process. You don't have to lose them all. Next, will you have to email all my old contacts? No, you don't have to do that. We can put a signature file in so that every person who emails you, everyone in your contacts knows, hey, I'm switching to Gmail. Please update your notes. Please update your records. Okay, there are some emails, addresses that, or inboxes that make you keep only 2 gigabytes. You only have 2 gigabytes of storage. Now, that's in comparison to Gmail's 15, okay? And if you keep finding that you're running out of storage in your email, chances are you need to do some mass deleting, or you might need to switch to a more generous email server like Gmail. 2 gigabytes is not a lot. If you're trying to delete things, you need to go online to make those deletions occur in that box. And, your cable company is not in the business of email. They're in the business of the cable. Okay. Why do some emails keep coming back even though I deleted them? Because you deleted them. You didn't teach your inbox anything. When you mark it as spam and unsubscribe, you're teaching your inbox that you no longer want to receive that email, but just dropping in the trash, it's going to come back the next day. And can you check your email on your phone? Absolutely. In fact, a lot of people do. We can set that up for you, but you're going to need your email password. All right. Okay. I'd love to help you one-on-one. We have people on staff that can help you in person and remotely. And some of the things, if you need help with groups, with forwarding, if you need help composing your emails or doing some formatting or signature file, we can help you with all of those things. And we would love to do just that. Now I want to go ahead on the next screen. Here is my phone number. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. And you can also find me on good old Facebook, as well as on YouTube. And again, just go ahead and email me or reach out anytime. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'm so thankful to be here for you and to teach you the skills that you need. And I'll see you back here next time.